Welcome back. So in this video we're going to be discussing the need for feedback when you're developing. So it's going to go across the board. You know, some people are going to be just starting out and they're on the channel, and some people are going to be advanced and still on the channel, and some people are on the channel just because they absolutely hate every bit of me. But for the people that want to take something from it, this should help you out a little bit. So it makes sense that when you're starting out as a medium, or you're going on a journey of mediumship, the first thing we have to do is build confidence. We have to get you talking. We have to give you a space in which you are very comfortable that you are going to get a lot wrong. You're going to get it so wrong, and you're going to feel like an idiot. You're going to feel like, oh, why do I bother? Why do I do this? So in these very early stages, feedback is probably a must, something that we need to encourage you with. So maybe you're not right on point, or it lacks detail, or we know there was more there, but through the feedback we give like an encouragement as a teacher to push your boundaries, your comfort zones. We have to expand that out, giving you the permission to try, get it wrong, get a little bit of feedback, and you know where to work on or what you should be doing next time. So as an example, you might get something a little bit right, and we've all been there. You know, this isn't right or wrong. We've all been there where we've said something and it's not quite right, but it's there or thereabouts. And then the client, the recipient, you know, or the teacher says to you, oh, you were so close, look, this is what it was, and your mind has built this image up, or sent your mind on this pathway, this idea, and you've expressed it well done. And through the feedback, you acknowledge, oh, that's how I interpreted that, or that's what I said there, or maybe if I had allowed myself, I could have gone one step further. So it gives this permission to be wrong, because you're going to get the feedback. The problem that we're going to encounter maybe a few weeks, a few months, or a couple of years ahead, is that we become reliant on it. As a developing medium, you kind of just go with it because we've got that confidence, or we've got that space where we're allowed to be wrong because we're in development and we're learning. We're learning our database, our process on how our mind is working with the spirit world, that we become very reliant on the client giving us the feedback. You know, where did I get it wrong? Was that right? And there are two reasons why we're doing this. You know, one, because we need more confidence and we need to understand, and the other one will be from an egotistical like underlay. I need to hear that I'm right. I need to know that I'm getting it right. I need. It is the ego, whether you accept that or not. It's the ego needing to know that you were correct. And the other aspect of it is this understanding where your mind's going and where can I improve. And so what happens is you start expecting the feedback. You start expecting to be informed. You know, what was their name? And but I don't agree with that in feedback. I think if you didn't get the name during your communication, leave it. Don't get the name. Don't ask for the name. Don't let them give you the name or anything like that, or any information, because the likelihood is you're going to work with these people again. And as you grow, it's more than likely that information can be presented a little bit later on, once your comfort zones are stretched and your understanding is expanded, so on and so forth. Then you get to the point where you're deemed like intermediate, maybe advanced, you know, and I start implementing in my classroom, certainly, no feedback. And the reason I start introducing this idea at this point is because when you're working as a medium, you know, clients, whether you're charging for your time now, or for your travel, for the reading, it's almost like an unwritten rule that the client shouldn't be giving you the information. And I agree with that. The loved one should be giving you it. And if you're out there demonstrating, if you're out there doing readings, if you're out there teaching, then you shouldn't be extracting information from the client, you should be extracting it from the communicator. So I start implementing this now. No feedback, you're not allowed to know. And it will eat you up, of course it'll eat you up. I need to know, did I get it right? I need to know on what I can work on. I need to know this. But at intermediate and advanced level, you should be becoming your own teacher. You should be going over it, analysing it in the sense of a critique for self, for improvement. I don't mean beat yourself up for the sake of beating yourself up. But I mean, where can I improve? I felt there was more there and I didn't go for it. Then that's what you need to be working on, going for it, creating that safety net or that comfort zone of yours where you feel confident that I can go for it, where I can maybe extract some more information from the communicator. And through this process, you'll learn to go further, go deeper, get more information, because your comfort zones are changing. You're developing. This is expected at this point of intermediate stroke advanced. Then we get to the latter part of your development, and I don't mean development comes to a stop. I don't mean that at all. You'll forever be developing, but let's say you do a demonstration. A demonstration, you're never getting feedback. If you've got a room of 200 people and you're doing a demonstration, they're not coming up to you and saying, right, what you needed to do there was do this, and what you had to do there was do that. You're going in completely blind. You don't know the audience. You're doing your demonstration, and you need to be able to walk away from that demonstration saying, right, I need to work a little bit more on this area, or I need to do that. I didn't like how that was presented, or how difficult that mechanic felt. And so through that process, you start teaching yourself. So it leads on to the next demonstration where you have worked on it, maybe over the last couple of days or the last week. You can now implement the changes that you've been working on or consciously working with to see if there's been any kind of improvement. So when it gets to the latter part of the development, feedback is rare. You're not getting feedback. People are not gonna come and tell you. People are not gonna advise what you need to do, and they shouldn't be. If you're out there as an intermediate or an advanced, a demonstrating medium, the need for feedback should be completely gone at this point. So it's just that I run so many classes, and that whether that be online now or whether it be in physical, in a classroom, I see so many people hold on to this feedback part. It's not for you. The only thing that you need is to constantly be looking at is your relationship with the spirit world. Can I improve? Be brutally honest with yourself. And by that, I also mean don't beat yourself up needlessly. If the client knows what it was, then you did your job. Now, how can I improve it? Don't beat yourself up because you didn't get the door number or the full name or whatever. I mean, this is something that will constantly be worked on. Presentation, extracting information, and that relationship that you build with the spirit world. So be very, very mindful that when you're asking for feedback or when you want feedback, why do you want it? What is the purpose of the feedback? To make you feel better, or is it for the improvement in an area? Why is it that you want the feedback? Because later on, you won't get any. So, hope you can take something from the video. Like it if you liked it. Obviously, get in the comments, because we all know now that this helps me, helps the channel, and the awareness of the channel. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, and I'll catch you all in the next video.